You are joining Making a Difference with Melissa Clark, a show that shares the compelling stories and voices of well-known and everyday people who change the world in big and small ways. Enjoy our guests, call in, or just listen to be inspired. For this show was made with you in mind. Please join us every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with our special guests. And you can listen to our recast at www.melissaclarkshow.com.
Okay, we are back with Carol Alt. She's going to be cooking for us, or non-cooking.
I'm cooking.
What are you cooking?
Curing. I'm actually curing for you.
Yes. What are you making for us?
So I'm making ceviche. So Melissa, here's the big misnomer about raw food.
Mm-hmm.
People always think I'm a vegan.
Yes.
And I'm a raw foodie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a vegan raw foodie because, as we talked about metabolic types before, I am a moderate vegetarian, which means occasionally I need fish.
Sure.
And I don't do things because I morally feel it's right or wrong, because I don't like eating anything with a face,
mm-hmm.
even a fish.
Right.
But I have to do what's right for me healthy-wise. So, I just wanted to show people, to think in a different direction when it comes to fish, because they think, I have to have it grilled and have it. No, there's tartare, there's carpaccios, and there's ceviches, there's cured fish. So we put this in this recipe. It was from a restaurant in New York City. It was called Sushi Samba.
Mm-hmm.
And Sushi Samba was kind of Portuguese, Japanese food.
Love it.
Yeah, it was
What a great combo.
Yeah. So, I put this in a tall tube because all the fish has to be underneath the marinade that we're using.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I juiced, this is a juicer,
mm-hmm.
I fresh juiced 2 oranges, 2 lemons, and 2 limes. Now with the lemons, I like to use ones, there's already juice. I like to use ones with a really thin skin,
mm-hmm.
because there's more juice in them. Okay?
So, are you using organic? Is this all organic or?
All organic.
Okay.
But, if you get the lemons with the thick rind, there's no juice in them. I find that the thin rind, usually they look worse,
mm-hmm.
but they usually have more juice. So I juiced that already, because otherwise my 60-second videos would take an hour and 60 seconds. And then what I did was I chopped up, and I don't really like ginger. I know it's good for your stomach and it's good
mm-hmm.
for anti-inflammatory. And on my recipes, I do an epilogue telling you why the ingredients are so healthy. But in this, for some reason, the ginger just kicks butt. So I put ginger.
Did you peel it, Carol?
Yeah, you have to peel it by hand. I mean, you can try it with a the peeler thing that you do for cucumbers and whatnot. But I just carefully peeled it by hand, and you can actually use the skin in many circumstances, especially if you're juicing ginger. But I got to tell you, it doesn't really, it's not really palatable. So I did that.
Thank
and then
you.
I took red onion, diced it. I took a quarter of a red onion and diced it. And if you notice, I always drop stuff on the floor.
That's okay.
Always. Then I got celery and diced the celery and dropped that in. And then I got these things, they're called scallions.
Mm-hmm.
And I cut off the end here and I dice them all the way to the end. So I have lots of scallions.
Which is in the onion family, right?
Yeah, right. Now you can put cilantro in this as well. I thought of that as I was dicing up that garlic. I'm like, what do you call it? The ginger.
Ginger.
Yes. And then there's garlic. So I had, where's my garlic? Oh, here it is. I have the garlic and then diced up. And then I did Now you could do any fish you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the original called for tuna, but I'm like, neither here nor there about tuna. But I love scallops.
Nice.
So I chopped up scallops, and I love raw shrimps. Now I told the guy behind the counter I'm making ceviche because I wanted him to understand I was eating raw so that he would give me the most fresh fish. You got to be very careful about fish for sure. That was white fish, and then I do salmon. Now the thing with fish, you know, it goes bad very quickly.
Yeah.
This fish has not been in my refrigerator for longer than a day, and this ceviche, then I put the lid on, and this ceviche will not last longer than a day. So I let it sit a couple of hours in the refrigerator, and I'm just going to pour it out so you can see what it looks like when it, you know, basically when it comes out. Like this is actually,
wow.
Maybe too much orange juice came out. But you know, this will end up being what it looks like.
But it's going to cook inside of the acids, right?
Right. It gets cured. It's cured. Many people get nervous when you say it's cooked.
Oh,
it's
sorry.
Cured.
Okay, cured. Okay.
Yeah, when we say cooked. Yeah. Because you don't want to mislead people. It is raw fish. Do it at your own risk. But I'm a big ceviche lover. I love ceviche, and this will be my dinner tonight because I made it for you.
It looks delicious, and I like the way that you say ceviche. I say, oh my God, now I forgot the way I'm supposed to say it. Ceviche. Ceviche? How do I say it?
I don't know.
How does this Brooklyn girl say it? Ceviche. Wait, I don't know. I say it not like you.
I'm going to get a phone call later in the week, and you're going to say, this is how I say it.
Ceviche. I say ceviche. You say ceviche. It's cute. That's the Long Island. I'm the Brooklyn.
The way you say it is cute.
Brooklyn and Long Island.
I guess.
This is so wonderful. So, will you have this? How long did you say you'll have this in the refrigerator for? To cure it.
This is just curing for a few hours in the refrigerator, and then you eat it.
Okay.
It should not be in the refrigerator longer than, like, the whole time you have a fish should not be longer than 48 hours.
Okay.
That includes like buying it, putting it in the refrigerator, making this, curing it, and eating it should like be real quick. And be very clear with the guy behind the counter that you're making ceviche with it, and that means it's not fully cooked on the grill, it's cured. Right. And you got to make sure it's completely covered. You see this? It's completely covered.
Mm-hmm. Because you can't, I'm sorry if this is a silly question, but you can't eat it like this, right? The raw fish like that? I mean, do people eat that?
Oh, I eat raw fish all the time. Sushi, sashimi.
Oh, okay, I'm not into all that. All right, I'm sorry. I'm uneducated when it comes to raw food, but I would like to, yeah.
You know, I do tartare is raw.
Yes.
So, you know, I can basically eat at any restaurant because I'm eating, tartare, carpaccio. So, and sometimes if there's nothing on the menu, I'll do a seared fish so it's rare inside as well. As long as I'm getting, like I said, mostly raw but not cooked. But, with fish, you've got to be very, 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 very careful. And if it smells at least off at all, do not eat it, especially shellfish.
And what's a really good snack that you have that's healthy? What do you go to?
Oh, I made the other day on my Instagram a granola. So I took walnuts, soaked almonds, raisins, dates, and I don't know, whatever nuts you like, pecans. I threw them in the food processor and mixed them all together, and you could sit in front of the TV and munch on that.
I love it so much. I hope that we can do this again. I enjoy watching you cook and all this amazing food because I really want to make a change in my life. And I know a lot of people out there want to. So please head over to carolalt.com and you can see all of her books there. Carol, what is your legacy that you'd like to leave?
I know people probably think I want to talk about my modeling or my movies or, my television show or that stuff, but I think for me, I want to leave the world a better place than what I came into. And the only way that I know how to do that is to help people feel better and feel good so that we treat each other better and we don't hurt each other so that we feel good. Yeah. And we don't hurt animals because we can and we want power and we feel like we need power. I mean, there's nothing more cowardice than any of that. So I find that people who feel good, who eat well, and who are happy in their skin are, you know, good citizens. And that's why this is so important to me.
Yeah. We thank you so much. Carol is a big supporter of 9/11 charity. Her family is in the fire department. I know your dad,
Yes.
he was a fireman.
Yes.
And we thank you so much for everything that you do and for making a difference. And we look forward
yes,
to
fireman's friend, me and Steve Buscemi. So we both support that.
Yes. And
as well as Denise's cat rescue in Washington Heights. Sorry, I just had to sneak that in there.
No, that's okay. No, Steve Buscemi, I know he's here in Brooklyn and he lost his wife a couple of years ago. So I love Steve. I never met him. I would love to meet him one day. Another amazing person, just like yourself. So you're in good company.
You know what I asked him when I met him?
Yeah.
I said, I have to know in Mr. Deeds how you did the eyes.
Can you give us a secret? That's a good question.
He wouldn't give it up. He wouldn't give it up, no matter how much I tried to charm him.
So nice.
Oh, well.
Carol, you're the best of the best.
Melissa, thank you so much.
You're a beautiful woman. Thank you so much.
Right back at you, baby.
Thanks.
Making a Difference is sponsored by Preferred Health Magazine. Please visit www.preferredhealthmagazine.com today and subscribe.